Good afternoon, Facebook. This is Justin Ballard. I thought I would do a video today just because, I don't know, I'm kind of bored and I haven't done a video in a long time. So, uh, just going to tell you a bit about what's been going on in my life and how things have been going. As far as debate is concerned, I've done really well this year. I've been through 2 or 3 state competitions and made it to out rounds in each one. I've qualified to 3 national tournaments, 2 of them in debate, one of them in FBLA. I'm not going to be attending the FBLA one, but I did qualify. For the forensics and debate national tournaments, the first resolution I have to debate is resolve the United States ought not to intervene in the political processes of other sovereign nations. Now, this is a very interesting topic just because, it just gets to the root of the United States. It doesn't focus on like the moral agency of countries and whether or not they can intervene, but it just kind of brings to question, what does the United States believe? What sort of principles, values, and things that form our foundation, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Federalist Papers, all these different things, like what do they create? What sorts of obligations do they give the United States to intervene in the world process? And it's interesting. It's very interesting to think about. And so far, I'm just kind of learning towards that, yeah, we do have that obligation. We're kind of looked to as a unique key player in foreign policy and in helping other nations who are not being given individual human rights that should exist there. And it's kind of the reason we went into Iraq, minus the whole Bush fiasco, whatever you want to call it. But either way, I think the resolution would be fun. I think the next national topic, I don't know specifically, but it is about, um, I think, taxing the wealthy or something along those lines, which should be interesting. Everyone knows me. I'm a kind of an avid anti-capitalist guy. I just kind of like, and it's don't take it too personally either. Whenever I talk about socialism this, socialism that, I'm just more of a devil's advocate than anything. I like to bring up ideas and see reactions and see how we can build upon what we have and not just kind of remain stagnant in some sort of government that we don't exactly know if it's doing what it's supposed to. So, you can't just sit idly by and expect a free market economy to just work itself out. You need to figure out the good, the fine line, the bright line between how much government control you need. So that's kind of on another tangent. Other things that have been happening, I just graduated from high school. I could have done better. I have regrets, always, obviously. I wish I could have started over and tried it all again. But the more I think about it, the more I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Because I did well. I ended with a GPA that's pretty good, a good class ranking in the top 5%. I got a decent amount of scholarships, and I'm really looking forward to K-State right now, which I'll get to a bit later. But minus the regrets, minus, a few different things, I think I did pretty well. I learned a lot of lessons. That's the important part. I started working and now I understand a bit more about how the real world works. So that's what figured when I was in school. Now, other things that might be obvious is I do have a cold. That's pretty obvious. And I don't know where it came from, but it really needs to hurry up and finish because I have nationals on Wednesday and I really don't want to be speaking. Just to, and kind of sound gross, but and I also have a sunburn because yesterday the forensic team did a garage sale. We raised about $1,500, so that plus the auction, we're gonna easily make it to nationals this year. Maybe even have some money to kind of fool around with, go to some nice restaurants, go to some cool places in Baltimore. I have no idea, but it should be fun. Um, I'm going to Kansas State next year, like I told you, as a chemical engineer. I originally was going to go as a computer science major, but I kind of changed my mind. I don't know, just something about taking AP chemistry and AP calculus this year that made me change my mind on if I like computer science or not. Whereas chemistry, because of my experiences this year, I'm fascinated with it. I love reactions, their speed, their spontaneity, like exactly why and what happens when you add certain things to solutions, and what effect that has. And then just the abstract principles too. The atomic level. And electron radiation. All sort of different things with thermochemistry, electrochemistry, all those different things I find really, really interesting. So I hope to focus a bit more on the alternative energies aspect of it with my research if I have the opportunity. And I'm really hoping to get an internship somewhere, some sort of major company if I can, but we'll see if that's a possibility. Anyways, I think I might start vlogging a bit more now that I have a laptop with the webcam actually on it. Because recording it with the camera can be kind of a tedious process. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening. I'm kind of going through a transition right now. Getting ready for college, getting ready for the workforce, and preparing for nationals and everything like that. And something I also forgot to mention, and this is actually a pretty important part, I believe, in my life, is I started to date this wonderful girl, Jenny, around December of this year. Well, last year actually, not December yet. And we've been dating for about five months now, 5 6 months. Um, and it's just been a great experience. And things have happened, that have made it difficult for us to maintain our relationship. But so far, we've pressed through it, and we're really getting somewhere. Um, and I just wanted to let you guys know that that's also happening in my life. But she did unfortunately have to move away. However, we're gonna try our best to get through it, and hopefully she'll come and study at K-State next year. We'll see. She wants to go into nursing, the medical field. And she's a well-rounded person, very nice, humble, and actively trying to have really nice relationships with everyone. So, besides that, I think the only other thing I can mention is that on StarCraft 2, I've been practicing a lot lately just because I've been kind of bored. I haven't had a lot to do because of the lack of a job at the moment. And I've been doing pretty well. I mean, my PvP, PvZ, PvP, they're all getting better. I'm trying different builds and really focusing on the macro, the late game, the mid to late game. In the early game, yeah, I know I can do a 4-gate. I know I can do a 3-gate Blink Stalker, or a DT Rush, or a 2-gate Robo, something like that. You guys might be thinking, what is all this stuff? Well, there's different builds, different things you can do in a match to beat your opponent. But I'm focusing more on like the heavy macro, getting lots of expansions, expanding my empire, which might be more relatable to those who've played other RTSs. But, just trying to basically fill my time while everything is happening. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. If not, I'm still going to do it anyway. So,